day after I received my copy of the West End Games Masterbook version of the Indiana Jones role-playing game in its incredible open but unplayed condition, I received 2 supplements that I had ordered to go with it. Now, they weren't available from the vendor I got the box set from. I found them for a great price at one of my favorite online vendors, which is Wayne's Books. I can always trust that anything I order from Wayne's Books will come to me in incredibly safe condition. And again, perfectly wrapped, taking the art of packing to an even higher level than previously. Having already shown Wayne's art of packing in several other Under the Hood clips, we're not going to show that again, but I just still wanted to show the great bubble wrap and the 2 excellent looking products inside. What I ordered was the screen, which is called Indiana Jones and the Rising Sun, and the Raiders of the Lost Ark Sourcebook. There's still one more Sourcebook that I'm looking for, but I'm hoping to find it for a lower price than it's currently available for. But let's look inside. I think the cover we're looking at here is probably my favorite movie poster of all time, beating out even the movie posters for Star Wars, which even as a kid there are some aspects of I didn't like as much as the movies have kind of framed and somehow underscored my life. But Raiders of the Lost Ark, what a film and what an iconic image. Great choice for the cover of this book, which is in perfect condition. Not a mark at all. Corners are great. Well, I'll take it out of the plastic. You can see that better. And then Indiana Jones and the Rising Sun, which is a source book for Japan, and then the middle of which is the screen. What I didn't mention is that this source book was still in shrink wrap, so I'm getting this completely new. So, pretty happy about that. For anyone watching who may have played the West End Games D6 version of Star Wars, the original Star Wars role-playing game, you will know what this book feels like. It definitely feels, I mean, in my hand, that's the first thing that came to my mind was all of those source books for Star Wars that I loved to get way back when. This book is in unmarked condition. It's fantastic. So the source book handles, I mean, what you'd expect. It covers all of the information and things that you never knew from Raiders of the Lost Ark. The locations, the characters, the MacGuffins. Dynamite. I can't wait to start digging through it. The Japan sourcebook, likewise, features tips of game mastering in the world of Indiana Jones, the Game Master screen, source material, and adventure hooks for playing in Japan of the 30s, plus a short adventure. Shall we take the shrink wrap off? Let's. The shrink wrap, it kind of has this old feel to it. It's a little brittle. It pulls away quite easily. And so I get to be the first person to look inside this particular product. There's something magical about being the first to open an individual book, I think. Now, it's interesting that there's a slight discoloration here where a little bit of the shrink wrap seems to have permanently transferred itself to the cover of the book, and it's interesting. My mark for true age. So, inside, again, is what you would expect. Information about characters and items in Japan. And let's move to the, I keep wanting to call it the centerfold. Let's move to the middle for the cardstock reference sheet. Not so much a screen, I feel, as it's a 2-panel, but a reference sheet for Masterbook and Indiana Jones. So 2 great finds for the Masterbook West End Games version of the Raiders of the Lost Ark role-playing game. When I was looking for this, actually, I discovered the TSR version. I didn't know that TSR had an Indiana Jones game. And I find it interesting that that this product would share a title. And so I guess they picked up the license and decided to make use of some of the material. And if that's the case, and you know about that, leave a comment down below. And because I'm curious how that handover may have happened. All right. I hope you've enjoyed this look inside 2 supplements for Indiana Jones, the role-playing game.